adrenaline, bro. I don't know, I tried it, my adrenaline went crazy, I just did it again. Like, that feeling you get, you could die. I'm not gonna lie, that feeling is crazy, cause you playing and you risk it. It's a risky game, but it's fucking amazing.
Guys got the other speaker, right?
Yeah, they were subway surfing. That's what we heard, young girls subway surfing.
Alright, what is up, guys? It is Terrell here, slash, I don't know the names though. Tristan.
We are going to California.
Yeah, we're going to San Diego for graduation. For my graduation surprise. So, we're going to California. We're on the plane right now, 6-hour flight from where we are. See if I could get some cool shots by sticking my camera out the window, holding my hand up for like an hour, but it's on fast forward, so for you guys it's gonna be like a minute. But
Did they give you a little?
I'll probably see you guys there. Meanwhile, I have nothing to do, so I'm just gonna be on my drawing crap.
And we have
So
30. Oh,
yeah.
Daniel. Hey.
See you guys later. Guys, well, we just got to the museum. We're like right outside of it. We're about to walk in, but yeah, we're right next to the water right now. Yeah, it's really nice. But yeah, I'm enjoying the time so far. I don't know what to do next, so I'll start recording when something interesting happens.
No surfing or riding outside of trains, under any circumstances. Ride inside, stay alive.
This is a Manhattan bound 7 local train. The next stop is 111th Street.
Stand clear of the closing doors, please.
15-year-old girl is dead and a 12-year-old is fighting for her life this afternoon after yet another subway surfing tragedy.
The girls were on top of a 7 train in Queens as it was moving along when they fell between the cars at the 111th Street station.
About the deadly dangers of so-called subway surfing in New York City. Yesterday, an 11-year-old boy died trying to surf a subway car.
Police say the 15-year-old was subway surfing. He was riding on top of a moving 7 train, lost his balance, and fell. His sister is praying her brother does not die in vain.
Subway surfing might seem like an adrenaline rush while riding on top of train cars as they speed through the city. But behind the thrill is a deadly truth. Riders face dangers every second, from slips and falls to collisions with low-hanging beams, signal structures, and narrow tunnels that can cause severe head injuries. Additionally, the third rail carries hundreds of volts, posing a serious risk. Ending subway surfing isn't just about stopping a stunt. It's about protecting lives.
It's like I saw it, but my brain didn't have enough time. The brain doesn't process fast enough to be like, oh, duck down. So it's like I saw it, and then I was just there.
You saw the bar coming?
Yeah. June 23rd, 2022. I get some of my friends. We go on the train. We go to the Tangram Mall in Flushing, Queens. We initially go to see a movie. Turns out we didn't see a movie, and then we decided to head back to Astoria. We hop on the 7 train. So I'm gonna take the chance to surf it right now. Might as well. And then I climbed up, but I'm sitting there. And then there's this little beam, this little metal beam lined up at the entrance of the stop. That was like in perfect correlation with my head. I was sitting on the train with my legs dangling in between the carts. Everybody always asked me if I saw the beam. Obviously I saw the beam, but in order for a human to process what to do, like to duck under the beam, you would have already been there by the time it would have processed in your brain to duck. Inside the train, it doesn't offer enough of really a view to like the outside world, but being like physically outside and like being able to see everything and like catch it on camera. Obviously, all my friends, I told them that I was gonna get up on top of the train because there was the 7 line and I've never surfed the 7 line before. They were obviously all like, nah, don't do it.
And we literally had to rebuild his body and his brain to work together from those injuries, and it took over a year.
So when he first arrived, he had, that 70% of his skull missing. It was definitely, on my end, being a relatively new therapist at the time, was the most significant skull loss I've ever seen.
It was really hard to know what to expect when he first got here. When he first got here, he was not able to consistently respond to the commands that we were giving him. He wasn't able to communicate. He wasn't able to demonstrate that he understood the language we were giving him. He wasn't following our commands.
Due to his brain injury, he was not able to speak. So it wasn't just that he didn't have a voice. He was not able to even coordinate moving his mouth to try to speak.
I injured the whole right half of my brain, and the right half of your brain controls your left side's movements, as does the left side of your brain with the right side, where your body's right side movements.
With him, he had impact too, so he had it definitely in multiple areas. And with the right side, it was a different impact. So the left side, he has a hemiplegia, but the right side, he had movement of that arm, but he had a hard time coordinating that movement. So we would give him a beanbag and he would hold it, and then he would try to throw it, but he couldn't figure out the coordination piece of it.
It took constant and intensive therapy to get to how I am today with walking, and that's just walking.
Well, I'll be back to home. They here, dear Tia, Mikey, Mesa, BLB, rockin' it, yes he is rockin' it. Tio rockin' it, yes he is rockin' it. Mike rockin' it, yes he is rockin' it. Mesa rockin' it, yes he is rockin' it. We're all rockin' it, you should be rockin' it, rockin' it, rockin' it.
We did it as kids. I'm 54 now. It's something I wouldn't dream of doing at this age. We did a lot of dumb things. We would ride the elevators. We would subway. We called it elevator surfing. Go jumping from one elevator to the other. Talking to people as they got on the elevator while they're riding. The most dangerous and suicidal thing that you could possibly do.
It's a major, major, major addiction. It's the same as drugs. It's the same as smoking, coffee. It's a major addiction. It's just something that's in your blood,
People surf for fun or for Instagram?
It's both. Because a lot of people do it 3 times just to get a good view, a good clip, and then post it on their Instagram. They repost it until it's viral. Tell me not, a lot of people do that. And then some people just genuinely do it for fun.
Oh, they about to show y'all something. Cause I'm not doing that, it's raining too slippery, I don't wanna fall. Yo, don't slip. Crazy motherfuckers right here.
Fucking son!
My voice can reach other young people who are doing these dangerous acts.
This new safety public campaign, developed by students for students, discourages the dangerous social media trend of subway surfing.
You can't just put a group of adults in the room
and think you're going to figure out how to solve for problems that young people themselves are going through.
The city, turning to the youth for answers after 5 teens lost their lives this year, the PSA, Subway Surfing Kills, Ride Alive, Stay Inside, will play in all 472 stations across the city.
We have to be clear on this. These are our children, and we need to protect them in any way possible.
Mayor Adams blasted social media months ago for not restricting subway surfing content enough. Officials now saying tech companies are bearing down.
We are working with the tech companies, Google, Meta, Snapchat, TikTok, and others, not only to get videos and photos of the reckless and risky behavior off of social media, but also to share content that affirmatively discourages this kind of behavior.
The Subway Squad, made up of New York City students, spent their summer building graphics and animations from the new campaign. A loud wake-up call from those who know best.
Listen.
Listen.
Listen. Oh my god, niños on top.
Shit.
Oh, so there's kids on top of it. Are they dumb? Oh my god, that's a kid.
I don't know how to put it in words. This is my best friend. I started begging God. I got down on the floor in a nasty bathroom in the hospital. I remember a nasty, pissy hospital floor. I was on the floor literally begging.
When you first saw him, did you even think he was gonna survive?
He was never not gonna make it in my head.
So the right was still very weak. It was his unaffected side, but both of his sides were really affected. It was a global brain injury, but it was definitely his least affected side, I should say, so his stronger side. But that started to return first, but with one leg, you can still do a lot, but it's challenging to be able to effectively walk or go long distances without the help of power mobility. So for the longest time, it was just Terrell with using his right leg a lot, and the left leg was being helped by me / slightly coming along. And then that's when the power chair was really something we had to focus on, because it could be his key to access to the community and going to school and being able to ambulate those long distances.
George was working on walking and I was working on power chair, and we always used to say it's kind of a race to see which one he gets first, because he was making such rapid progress in all areas. Ultimately, he got the driving, but he started walking pretty soon after. He's a very hardworking kid, so you can't really stop him.
Once he started to ambulate, that was all he wanted to do. All he wanted to do, and I was there for it. That's my job, right? It was the baby steps of walking, where initially we just walk, 5 feet, 6 feet, and then we'd do that again, and maybe I'd be helping him with a little less. Or we'd walk a little further. Let's say we walk 20 feet, but I'd help him a little more. And then we try to build up that endurance again to where then he could do 20 feet with me doing a little less.
He wasn't strong enough and didn't have the coordination yet to produce his voice. So we would work on a lot of breathing techniques to try to strengthen his breathing muscles in order to be able to push his voice out.
Down from your belly. Your turn.
And he worked so incredibly hard every single day throughout all of his therapy sessions. And, ultimately, as you see him today, he is able to speak, of course, and he's come so far.
So he now has shoulder movement, he has some elbow movement, and like I was saying, he's getting his finger out, and he's gaining movement, and he uses it in some functional ways. He has some activities that he does with it. He'll open the doors in school, he'll try to press the elevator button, so he has a lot of things that he can do with that arm as well. So overall, he's made progress in every area, and he's talking clearly all the time. He talks to everybody. He knows everyone's name. His memory is better than mine in all the ways.
Terrell has worked really hard, and he's been getting really good rehab for a long time. And so there's the recovery that happens because your brain recovers and heals, and then there's the recovery that happens because you've trained in a way that maybe other parts of your brain have taken over some of the function, or maybe you've learned really well a way to compensate for this, what might now be a permanent weakness. So I think Terrell is a picture of all of these different pieces kind of stacked on top of each other just made for a tricky, long, but also pretty remarkable recovery.
He is one of a kind. Not only is he very charismatic, he lights up any room that he walks into, you know, with his bright smile. But like you said, he's kind, and he cares about his peers. He cares about getting the message out that subway surfing is not worth it, and it's not worth what he's gone through. And I think for a teenager of his age to have that perspective and to be able to turn this around and try to help other kids his age avoid going through what he had to go through, I think that in and of itself speaks to his character.
The quote goes, high risk, high reward, and you're offering quite literally the highest risk there is to offer. You're risking your life for absolutely no reward or gain.
There is Manhattan bound, local 7, train to 34th Street.
Police commanders insist that enforcement has been stepped up. Surveillance teams are using drones in certain elevated lines that are popular with subway surfers. The NYPD's newly appointed transit chief told MTA board members the department is committed to stopping it.
We have a drone program that is on that J line, on that 7 line, where we predominantly see it. We're hitting social media hard. We're putting out videos with parents. We're showing the effects that this has on it.
Adrenaline, bro. I don't know, I tried it. My adrenaline went crazy, I just did it again. Like, that feeling you get, you could die. I'm not gonna lie, that feeling is crazy. Cause you playing and you risk it. It's a risky game, but it's fucking amazing.
I just want to hold him. I don't want to have him around. I want to have him. I want to keep talking about it. Someone has to listen. Someone has to do something.
say the 15-year-old was subway surfing. He was riding on top of a moving 7 train, lost his balance, and fell. His sister is praying her brother does not die in vain.
How many times this has to happen for something to be done? Anything. They could, like my mom said, keep them in check, have some kind of consequence. Because if they don't see consequences and they see people liking it up on Instagram, posting about it, spreading the word, do this or you're not going to be cool, what else are they going to do? They're going to keep doing it. More lives are going to end and nothing's going to be done still. They want to be cool, they want to fit in, but is it worth hurting everyone around you? You're never going to see them again, they're never going to get to see you again.
No surfing or riding outside of trains under any circumstances. Social media is not worth your life. Ride inside, stay alive.
He tries to do things himself, but remember, without use of the left side of his body, it's hard to do a lot of the things that we just take for granted. The decisions of these kids, like, it goes way further than that one day. It goes way further than the 500 likes on TikTok or IG. That might last for a week in your school as a kid, but this, the result from something like this is life. When the beam hit his head, he lost a certain amount of the top of his head.
Did he lose any brain matter?
He didn't lose any brain matter initially, but he damaged his brain severely.
I undergo constant 24/7 excessive, excruciating, extreme pain in the back right side of my head.
Oh, you're in pain right now?
Yeah.
Even as we speak?
Yeah.
This is every day?
Yeah, every second.
We've tried so many different types of things for pain management, and nothing's worked so far. We believe that a nerve might be pinched in the in the new skull that they put on him, and it's literally nonstop. It's hard to watch.
You said the new skull they put on him?
Yeah,
my cranioplasty.
Like 75% of his head is not real. It's a company named Stryker produced the skull. It took 4 months to produce, pretty much over his eyebrows. It was just like, it didn't even look real.
14-year-old girl is dead, and a 12-year-old is fighting for her life this afternoon after yet another subway surfing tragedy.
The girls were on top of a 7 train in Queens as it was moving along when they fell between the cars at the 111th Street station.
To all you young people out there, you know, I'm 55 years old. I did a lot of wild things when I was young or whatever, but you have to think, and not just think when it comes to subway surfing. You have to think about the subway surfing, but reckless behavior, you know, starting fights with people, you don't know who you're starting with, you know, it could be deadly that night. You have to think, you have to wake up, and you have to realize, you know, that life is a gift. We're all here for a purpose, and, you know, don't throw it away in any ridiculous way, shape, or form.